Hey everyone, it's Kim Angel Dream Crafts, and I'm here with just a quick little tutorial for you guys. And this kind of came about a couple of reasons. I swear Jeannie Dreamer and I have some kind of weird psychic connection because I had just done this seam binding and colored it and crinkled it, as you can see, and then I watched one of her videos and she mentioned about crinkling seam binding. So yeah, that's what these are. This was originally white seam binding that I colored and crinkled. You can see it's really cool and vintage looking now. It's all crinkled up. So she mentioned that she wasn't sure how to do that. So I thought that I would do a quick tutorial because I figured if Jeannie didn't know, there's probably a lot of other crafters that don't. And so I wanted to share that. I do have a lot of new subbies, so I want to say hi to all you guys that are new and on my channel. Thank you so much. So this is a very quick and simple and easy tutorial. Like I said, this all started off with this white seam binding. So let me share with you what we're going to do. And I'm actually going to use this color, I think. Maybe two colors. I'm going to use antique linen. And I'm going to use this, which is Medieval Gold by Lindy's, but it's in a no-label bottle because the sprayer clogged. So that's why it's in this bottle. Now, if you don't have sprays, you can tea dye your seam binding or coffee dye it, or you can use food coloring. You can use anything to change the color. It's the same as laces. So let me take out a piece of some seam binding here, and I'm going to take out a nice big piece. And I buy this seam binding, the Hug Snug. I just find it's the best value for money, and I know a lot of other crafters use this as well. So I just buy the white and I color it. You can buy colored seam binding, but to me there's no need. If you have the white, you can just color it. So that's what we do. So I've got a cardboard box here just so I don't get spray all over my desk. This is what I use to spray. So all I do is take the color I want, and again, if you're going to use tea dye, just plunk it in the tea. If you guys are interested in a tea dye tutorial, let me know. I can happily do a tea dye tutorial for laces and things like that later. Just leave me a message in the comment section and I will be happy to do a tea or coffee dye tutorial for you guys. So just let me know. So I'm just going to shake this up and I'm just going to spritz it. And you can see it's starting to take its shape. I mean color, not shape. I need more coffee myself, I think. Okay, so I'm just gonna do that. And another color I use, which I don't have handy, I think was Clam Baked Beige from Lindy's, but I'm just gonna use a little bit of this, the antique linen, just to, you know, give it a bit of a darker hue. And I like it if it's not exactly the same color all the way through. I like sort of the ombre effect. So there you can see it's all colored now. So now how do you crinkle it? Well, it's real simple. Just like that. Now I'm going to use a heat gun, and I find using the heat gun on this, it helps the fibers to kind of tighten up. So if you don't have a heat gun, what I would do is get your seam binding ready. You've tea dyed it or you've used your sprays or whatever, and put it in a little cotton bag or something and put it in your dryer. That would be the other way to do it. You can just leave it to air dry, but I find it doesn't come out quite as crinkled. So you can try that, but those are the two suggestions I have, either a heat gun or your dryer. But if not, in a pinch, just kind of bundle it up like that and then leave it to dry, and then you can kind of just move it around a little bit every so often and just scrunch it and scrunch it. So how I do it, and if you don't want to hear my heat gun, you may want to lower your volume before I turn this on. I just kind of dry it and move it around until it's done. So let me share that with you. So I'm going to use this now. Hopefully it's not too noisy on the video. And you just keep crinkling it and moving it around. So just keep moving it. You want it to get all dry, and then I open it up and kind of dry it, then scrunch it back up again, keep scrunching it. And the color will go a bit lighter when it's dry. So if you want a certain color, I would do it like just slightly darker than you want it, because when you dry it, it does come out a bit lighter. Okay, it's almost there. Doesn't take long with a heat gun. Okay, there we go. So now you can see, and I would just kind of do this and rough it up a bit more between your hands, and you have crinkled seam binding. That's it. That's all there is to it. So pretty simple, fast tutorial, but I wanted to come on and share that in case there was anybody else that wasn't sure how to get this effect. We all love the crinkled seam binding. It just adds a bit more of a vintage look. So that is that little tutorial, and I'm going to be doing another flower tutorial, possibly 2 later this week, and I'm just going to share that at the moment with you right here, because I used some of these flowers with some of the seam binding. So these are a little flower that I did, and these are made with muslin. They're very vintage looking. They're very naive, simple flowers, but there's a bit of a technique to them. So I am going to come back and show you how to do that. I actually singed the edges on these. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. You can kind of see it on this one. It's a little burnt there. And I'm going to show you how I did that this week as well. So that'll be upcoming. And then also this, which is made with organza. So I'm going to come back and show you how I did that one as well. So that's coming up later in the week, so please watch for that. And that's it for the moment. I will be back with another video soon. I hope you're all having a great weekend, and give this a try. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.